Hello, good morning, and welcome to my first vlog. My name is Jess and I am a stay-at-home mom. I have one little baby. Her name is Charlotte and she is almost 6 months old. She'll be 6 months on Christmas Day. I just wanted to take a second to introduce myself and my channel. So this channel is going to be really focused on mom life, stay-at-home mom life strictly, or primarily just vlogs, vlog content, maybe a little bit of travel here and there as we have travel plans, or some routines and things like that, but really heavily focused on days in my life, weeks in my life as a stay-at-home mom. And honestly, if you're just like a mom like me looking for somebody to relate to on YouTube, some relatable content as a mom, or if you just like seeing what stay-at-home mom life is like, then I think you're going to enjoy my channel. Like I said, this is Charlie. So she is actually dealing with a little bit of a cold right now. So that has been really fun these last couple of days. In this video, since I figured, you know, new year, new YouTube channel, all of those things, I would do a little bit of like a life reset. I thought it would be kind of fun to maybe think about some like 2025 goals as a mom, how I'm keeping it like realistic, because as a mom, you know, you don't have a ton of time to do some like crazy goals that you might have set for yourself before. So yeah, if you guys enjoy, you know, mom content, like I said, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys so much for being here, but let's go ahead and continue on our day. Got a little bit of cleaning done, but I'm about to get Charlie down for another nap. Her wake windows while sick today are going to be pretty short, so just want to give her as much like rest and recovery time as possible. So I'm going to get her down here in probably the next like 15 minutes, but I just wanted to quickly show some products that I'm using for while she's sick. Last night she actually had like 102. Hi baby. Last night she actually had like 102.6 fever, and I ended up calling the pediatrician hotline, and they basically just said to give her some Tylenol and just kind of monitor it. So did not end up going to the hospital or anything. So some things you'll definitely want to have on hand for cold and flu season, or if you know, ever have a sick baby, these are just good things to have on hand. So first off, we have infant Tylenol. Your pediatrician should give you kind of the correct dosage amount based on their age and weight. I do have a forehead thermometer, and this is kind of inaccurate, I would say, but it does give me a general sense of like if she's running a little bit of a fever. If so, then I'll go ahead and use the rectal thermometer, and this gives me a much more accurate reading. Plus the pediatrician will ask for like a rectal temperature, not a forehead temperature. So I really just use this to gauge like if she's kind of high versus like the actual specific number. And then these little remedies, this is like saline drops for their nose. This just helps loosen up any like snot or mucus that they have going on up there. Then I've been using this Vicks baby rub for her chest congestion and all of that. And then lastly, I have a suction device thing to get out the snot, and this actually does work pretty well for her for getting out extra snot. So I'm gonna use basically the saline snot sucker and then the Vicks baby rub before I put her down for her nap. But that's kind of unfortunately like all you can really do when they're sick. I've just been told by the pediatrician to like keep an eye on her breathing and her fever. If she spikes like a high fever, again, to let them know, or if anything like gets worse basically. But as of right now, it seems like she is kind of staying the same, maybe improving a little bit. So just hoping that she can kind of continue to recover. But I'm gonna go ahead and do all of this and then get her down for her next nap. ever like deeply zoom in to the monitor to make sure they're still breathing? She just moved. We're good. I feel like sometimes my freaking mom anxiety is like, are you still breathing? Are you good? Especially right now while she's sick. I'm just like, oh, my freaking heart hurts so bad. There's nothing worse than having a sick baby. Hi, my baby is sick, mostly with a cough, and I was just wondering if it would be possible to be seen today.
And what's the focus you have?
Right now it's mostly just cough and I guess like runny nose as well. Okay, I can do 2 o'clock. Hey baby, how you feeling? How you feeling? Back from the pediatrician, and Charlie tested positive for RSV. We love that. So yeah, basically just keeping an eye on her breathing, respiratory rate, making sure that that looks all good, and you know, fever treatment, fever control. Otherwise it's like cold maintenance, so things like the humidifier, the saline drops, no suctioning, do the Vicks on her chest and that type of thing, but that's basically it. So we have a couple of fun days and nights ahead. All right, I am just gonna work on this mound of laundry here. It is the next day, about 11 a.m. Charlie is down for her nap, so I just have her on the monitor here. Last night I slept on the recliner in our nursery with Charlie like on top of me, nursing her basically just on demand essentially, and trying to keep her comfortable. She did have about 104 or 100.4, not 104, 100.4 fever when we went to bed last night, so give her some Tylenol before bed. I feel like she's honestly doing a lot better today. She slept a little bit better last night compared to the night before. Her fever was a little bit lower, and today so far she hasn't had a fever. I took her temperature this morning and it was like 99.3, so just like a little bit of a fever, but not bad at all. Seems a lot less like fussy and less grumpy today, which is really awesome. So feeling, you know, positive, hopeful about it. Honestly, last night I was having just like so much anxiety about the fact that, you know, the diagnosis was RSV. I've obviously seen on social media so much, you know, people posting, of course, like, you know, worst case scenario about RSV and like what it can look like in infants. She's not quite 6 months old yet, so it's a little bit on the more dangerous side versus if your baby's like a little bit older. But anyway, so I was feeling pretty anxious yesterday with just like, you know, keeping an eye on her breathing and everything, but I feel like she's doing a little bit better today, so I just hope that she can kind of continue to make improvements today and tonight, and get some good sleep tonight, and hopefully I can sleep in my own bed tonight, because let me tell you, sleeping in a rocking chair is not the most comfortable thing in the world. I today would like to potentially work out. I was thinking of going to a noon workout class. So my husband, Chris, he works from home and he has a lunch break, and so I can usually get a workout in kind of during his lunch break, which is nice because, you know, it's hard to find time to work out with a baby. So I might go try and work out at noon, but again, I'm like so exhausted right now that I am just, part of me wants to just like relax and recharge a little bit today. The other kind of things on my agenda that I would like to accomplish today, I really want to like spend some time on this video doing some goal setting. Before this was just working on like a little bit of my vision board. I'd love to sit down and like do a vision board together and just like share some of my goals for 2025, maybe inspire some goals for you. I guess kind of the last thing, because we have, you know, this RSV diagnosis, I want to sanitize my entire freaking house, mopping, wiping down every freaking surface with like a Clorox wipe or something. I just want to sanitize this place. But yeah, that's basically all that's on the agenda today. So I actually did make it to the workout class. It was honestly really nice to kind of get back into my routine a little bit. I was traveling and then Charlie got sick, so I honestly haven't been like in my workout routine for over like a week and a half, and it was just nice to kind of like get back to it. So I have Charlie on the floor playing right next to me. Where are you? There you are. And I thought now would be a great time to just go over like 2025 goals. I just finished putting together my vision board, so I wanted to share that in case, you know, anybody wants some inspiration on making their 2025 vision board. First off, my vision board, just for like a quick FYI on how I like to make it, I typically will just go onto Pinterest, save down some images that make me feel inspired. I like to break them into kind of categories like maybe work, personal, relationship, travel, etc. And then I save down those images to my computer, and then I actually just paste them right into a PowerPoint presentation, and then you can either save that as like a PDF or take a screenshot of it, whatever you want. And I like to save it as the background on my laptop. So that is just a quick little how-to for what I do for mine. But yeah, so hopefully my vision board just gives you a little bit of inspiration. So for me, I have in the upper left corner work stuff, YouTube. I would love to buy a new camera for YouTube this year. That would be really, really awesome. This camera that I'm using is a little bit old, and I've been thinking about also getting like into photography a little bit. So yeah, just like photography, YouTube, making money from YouTube, all of that. Up here I have 2 pictures of a couch because I really want to, hey baby, because I really want to have us buy a new couch at some point this year. That would be really awesome. In this upper right corner, I have some of my like health and wellness stuff. So like lifting weights, walking outside, and then healthy food. Bottom right corner is travel stuff for me. So we actually already do have a trip planned to Mexico. So I have just some photos of that to get excited for Mexico. And then I also am hoping to plan a trip to Europe. So I have some photos of our Europe travel goals. And then bottom left is kind of just like me leaning into motherhood, like us at the beach, just me kind of holding her, our aesthetic. I have an affirmation in here about leaning into this new season of life with grace and compassion, because I have definitely found that being a mother, like it takes a lot of grace and compassion for yourself and a little bit of a shift of mindset. So yeah, I liked that affirmation, but that is my vision board for 2025. Okay, lastly, for goals, I feel like this year in 2024, I realized how important it is as a mom to set like bite-sized, small but achievable goals for yourself. Not trying to go crazy on all of my goals or anything like that, setting 100 different goals for myself. So I really wanted to like parse it down from my vision board to get a little bit more specific. So I just came up with roughly 10 goals for myself this year, and they are read 36 books. That's 3 per month, and that's kind of been where I've been at since having a baby. So I think that this is achievable. Travel to Europe. Chris and I are hopefully gonna do this summer. Travel to Mexico. This is already like booked and ready, so that is happening. I'm really excited. And then a summer trip to the Pacific Northwest because I just love it up there during summer. For health and fitness, I put eat whole foods 80% of the time. Again, with having a baby, it's really about efficiency and time sometimes. So just doing my best to eat whole foods as much as I can. Gym 3 times per week. Again, I think this is pretty achievable for me. Walking outside 4 times per week. Can do that with baby, so that should be doable. And then career-wise, YouTube and social media is my career. So I am making a goal for myself to post 1 YouTube video per week on each of my channels. Get monetized on this channel. I think that would be a really awesome achievement. And then have 1 new video on each channel get 100,000 views. That's a big one, but I think it's definitely possible. But those are the goals that I'm setting for myself for 2025. So, you know, hopefully they inspire you a little bit. The last thing I wanted to do on this video was a little bit of a clean with me. So we're gonna try and do that when this angel baby gets to sleep. Well friends, I think that is going to do it for this video. So I hope you enjoyed my first vlog. If you enjoyed it and want to see more content like this, mom vlogs, reset routines, morning routines, and all of that good stuff, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I would love for you to stick around and let's be friends here on YouTube. But Charlie and I are out.